on.
He's gonna screw it up. Chuck's Mangled News.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and everybody on the West Coast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everybody's between this great, big, beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? Okay, it's not a kid's show. If you got crumb munchers, rugrats running around, time to put them for a nap if they're little. And they should be in school if they're middle-aged. Middle-aged kiddos, okay. Give them an Xbox, PlayStation. Kick their ass outside if it's nice. Like I said, they should be in school. Or an iPad with headphones on. They don't need to hear my shit. Okay? Probably heard shit at your house. I don't know. You know, it's funny how bad words ended up working in their regular English, and speaking. And I attribute that to the media. Excuse me while I pick my nose. Oh, God. You get them wild hairs that go up instead of down. It just like itches your nose. So, yeah. So, but that's what's going on. Okay. The television, the telly, it allowed this stuff. It was like this first program ever to say the word shit. Or the first program ever to say the word ass. The first movie ever to say the F word. And then the next time they just, and they kept, as far as language goes, they kept pushing the limit. In the FCC, they would say, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Used to be big fines for that, Can't swear on the air. You get a big fine. So, but anyway, they changed that. They said, okay, but we'll have to label it for, mature TV. What they used to call it, TV 13 or something stupid like that. Oh my God! And now, pretty soon, they haven't done it yet, other than on cable channels, but on regular network TV, they haven't done the F word yet. So I think they're holding off on that. But they went the wrong way. They went the wrong way. What they should have done was kept pushing the envelope on sex. You know what I mean? Hey, don't call me a dirty old man, because I'm not old, okay? This right here, what you see, is not old. I look old. I've had a pretty rough life, okay? No. Gray hair started coming in when I was in my 20s. So, salt and pepper hair in the 30s, and by the time I was 40, I was freaking white-headed. And just took after my dad. Now, my grandfather, his hair was black all the way up until he was like in his 70s, and then it turned to salt and pepper when he was in 80s. Why didn't I get his genes? I gotta blame that on my grandmother. Why didn't I get that in his genes? But anywho. So where was I? Okay, so the swearing, the sex. Yeah, it keeps. Oh boy, now I know I'm getting old. Forget about the sex, but yeah, it's like, oh man. Don't you ever feel that way? Why didn't they go ahead and push the sex? Even cable TV is like, ooh. Now, movies on cable TV, you get to see a little TNA here, or that's the other thing they haven't done. And that, if I was women, I would be screaming inequality, because it's true, they show a lot of TNA, but they don't show no limp dicks. I don't want to see it. Really, I don't. I don't want to see any of that. You know, I'm a hetero guy. But I mean, like these women, like, whoa, why can't they see any of that? Men's stuff. Oh, no, they can't do that. They'll may have to make the movie X rated. I guess so. But still, I don't know. How many, well, here's the other thing. How many movies? I watch a bunch of movies, but I don't watch them all. I can't. There's too many. But how many movies got a man's butt humping and bumping and thumping? I don't know. I don't know. But them cheesy old B movies used to go see at the drive-in. Now they had a lot of that. No real sex. Just bare asses. Why? How'd I get into this? Oh, it reminds me. Melissa. Melissa said, and Alan replied to this, I stay a little chubby because I'm harder to kidnap. I'm harder to kidnap then. It's really a safety thing. And Alan says, did you ever see Silence of the Lambs? Might change your opinion. Jaden Carrick says, my friend's mom told her when she was little that she was ugly, and don't worry, no one will steal you because of that. I was like, what? She said it made her strong and she wasn't afraid of anything. I'm not sure I'd do that to my kids. Holy shit. You know, Melissa says, I don't like that at all. That's a good way to bring on self-hate. We need to lift them up, not put them down. And Jaden Carrick said, agreed. I could never do that to my kids. You know, he puts the lotion on. Here goes this crumbly rumbly, and it's supposed to be gone by today. Oh, more pictures, more pictures, more pictures. So what else we got? And Rittenhouse, ain't it? Are they doing the, I didn't change the channel. Are they doing the jury thing? How about that judge? Now, that judge is supposed to be like one of the most senior judges there in that state, or wherever he's frickin' from. And he's like, I can't understand it. He's like really pushing for the kid to get off. That's what it seems like. I would not doubt if he came back with a guilty verdict, he would give him the lightest sentence imaginable. And how about that defense? Defense. Sounds like football, huh? How about that defense? Someone shot somebody 7 or 8 times or something like that. And it was okay. Come on. That's not... That's a stupid defense. Of course, you're in Missouri. That's how they say it in Missouri. You don't say Missouri. Missouri. I'm from Missouri. I'm from the show me state. Okay, I'll show you. What the fuck? I'll show you. Don't faint. Don't faint. Please. I like them alive when I plug them. You sick fuck. Yeah. So. What is this? Retrievals resist. Okay, let's do this. First day of Fed tax class in law school. Oh my God, forget it. Prof assures us only simple math is required. She then asks how many are here because they couldn't get it. How many are here because they couldn't get into med school? She and everybody else raised their hands. Oh my God. Oh my. Well, med school used a lot of math, huh? I guess I don't know. How many optometrists does it take to screw in a light bulb? This is Mariana. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Looks shady to me, Roddy Davis says. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do oh my gosh, this Twitter news is freaking killing me. Knocking on the door. Ain't nobody there. That's creepy. Furnace went out yesterday. Well, overnight, in the evening, I went to bed. I was freezing my ass off. And there's supposed to be a dusting on the ground yesterday morning. Didn't. I got up. And see, I have to get up and pee a couple times. Did I say this yesterday? I probably did. Anyway, freaking furnace guy came. Somehow the batteries in the programmable thermostat went dead. He said, when's the last time you changed these batteries? I said, never. Well, that'll make sense. And furnace is just over 5 years old, so I haven't changed those AA batteries in 5 years. So hey, they lasted really good. I'm not going to give them a commercial. I think they were ever ready. Okay, ever ready Max or something like that. They weren't none of them fancy You know, that's another thing they stick on you with these batteries. I just ordered a whole bunch. So I'm going to go around and start changing batteries and everything now. But yeah, I mean, it's lithium. Lithium. Electronic door locks. I put the lithiums in. Grinding and everything else. And to open. To close. I'm like, man, this thing is loud. So anyway, I'm just fooling around. I put 2 regular ones in. I go, bzz, click, bzz, click. I'm like, whoa, how's come there's a difference? And then I think getting all paranoid, like, okay, if I put regular batteries in, how long is it going to last? I don't know. So I talked to my daughter. I said, do you know anything about it? She goes, yeah, we got them. She said, I put regular batteries in there. Don't even worry about it. They're still working good. I'm like, okay, how long have they been in? 2 years? Okay, well. And they're in and out of that place every day. So I don't know if it's 2 years or not, but a long time, But hey, so leave the regular ones in. And I am amazed. Between now and back then, batteries never used to last that long. If you ever notice, too, some batteries, when you were a kid, we were kids, you put batteries in, and if you left them in like too long, not real long, but too long, they'd be leaking acid and shit out. You'd be like, oh my God, try to get rid of them. Now, some of them are doing the same thing if you leave them in too long. Only this time, if you leave them in too long, it's like a year. Now, I'm really lucky with that programmable thermostat. For 5 years, they didn't leak. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm afraid to take the wall clock down. Or have somebody take the wall clock down and change the batteries. Now, it used to have one of them pendulums. Well, it still does. You put batteries in, and it's like a magneto thing that makes the pendulum go back and forth. I quit years ago. A couple years ago, then I tried to put another battery in there, and it started smoking. So there must have been a short, like the pendulum thing. I was like, oh my God. So I had to hurry up and pull it out before it caused a fire. All right. John Cooper. Who is this? Formerly National Finance Chair of Draft Biden 2016, Long Island Campaign Chair for Barack Obama. Majority Leader of Suffolk County Legislature in New York. And a Duke University alum. And this guy says this should be big news. Unauthorized migration across the Mexico-U.S. border declined for the 3rd consecutive month in October Why hasn't this been widely reported by the media? See? You do learn news on Twitter. I stand in full support of Twitter news. This is true. And then Sunny Days retweeted that. And I ought to retweet that too. Let's retweet it. Get it out there. Get it out to all my people. So, all my people. I ain't got no my people shit. Hell with that. Baseball, C1. No, get out of here. What is this? Oh, yeah, okay. This is scary. Ron Shillman says, this is obvious but shocking when you think about it. Every single piece of plastic ever manufactured still exists. Remember The Graduate? When that movie, The Graduate, when it came out? The guy was telling that lady's husband, yeah, you ever think of doing this? Plastics used to be a great idea. You know, when they first made it, though, plastics weren't very, until they started doing all kind of chemical shit to it, plastics weren't the greatest. Now it's in everything. All right. Kamala Harris. Here she is, my baby. Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States. Months and months of work went into this bill. With our bipartisan infrastructure deal now signed into law, we can get started on making critical investments we need in our nation's infrastructure. You know what? Why do they call bipartisan? Bipartisan, to me, is like a 50-50 deal. When you count 13 Republicans as bipartisan, if you count one Republican as bipartisan, you ought to get smacked in the head. Like, what are you talking about? There's no bipartisan to it. Those are freaking 13 guys probably never going to run again because they're getting railroaded out, threatened, and everything else. I'm sitting on my hands because my hands are cold. No, I can't do nothing. You want to read news for me? No. I'm trying to keep from coughing. I don't want to blow somebody's... So that's why I got the gravelly voice going today. Insane. Reminder, Trump is neither a king nor a president. All right. Congressman Charlie Crist, representative of Florida's 13th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. What is he? I don't know. All right. November's child tax credit starts hitting Florida families' banks today. The child tax credit, a tax cut for most families with kids, benefits over 70,000 penniless families. Now this is good. This child tax credit money coming to you in your mail. And I want to see. I'm going to go on to Facebook later and just rub it in to all those Trumpers. Because they're getting that money too. We're not like that other party. Just do anything to help Republicans. You know. Reminder: Trump is either a king or president. That's her handle. I don't know. Just a reminder that every pro-family Republican voted against providing this credit to families. That's right. Pro-family Republican. So when you get the money, thank a Democrat and remember that come election time. And remember, another reminder for Republican families, Senator Rick Scott wants you to return that money to the government. sorry. Oh, man. It gets itchy after a while. There's not much you can do about it. No, my voice has changed. B.M. McKenzie says, is there any congressional reporter that will ask Republicans about Mark Meadows, their colleague, about defying a subpoena? Will they ask about Bannon and his threats? Will they ask congressional Republicans about fucking anything? Yeah, this is it. How these guys tread like... And I hate this because it's true. They don't... These congressional reporters, they soft shoe everything. You know, because they want to keep their jobs. If they don't soft shoe everything and play nice, then people won't talk to them. And then they'll get replaced. But they got a cushy job, so they got to suck ass. Why don't you get some hard-nosed frickin' reporters that don't care if they keep the fucking job there and go start kicking ass and taking names? But they won't do it. They won't do it. And I don't know why. If I was an editor or director or whatever the fuck they are, I would be sending them the meanest, nastiest people to Washington to ask the toughest, meanest, nastiest questions. Like that frickin', Laura Ingraham and what's his face? Tucker Carlson, okay? They're weaponized. They're weaponized for the Republicans. Why don't we have somebody weaponized for the Democrats? Hey, I'm not a Democrat. Sorry. I'm a free-thinking independent. And as they said on the news the other day, the independents are what elected Joe Biden. So we helped elect Joe Biden. And that's who's going to elect everybody in 2022 and 2024. We are going to help elect whoever is the best deal. And right now, Biden's it. He's the guy. So I'm going to sing his praises until he fucks up. I bash equally. So, don't be offended if you're a Democrat. It's just, it's a matter of just being honest. You see how the Republicans are? No morals, no character. You don't want to end up like them. You don't want to end up like them. If there's something good, say it's good. If something bad, just say it sucks. That's easy. That's the easy. And then you can sleep at night. What was her name? Oh, it's just... Oh, I can't think of her name, but it was really funny. Because she made a statement on Facebook. And this other lady posted it about people with their private jets and this and that and this and that. And she's a Republican advocate. And another lady says, you got to be kidding me. So I went and I looked. How much is this lady worth? She's worth over $3 million. I'm like, I told this lady over and over again. I said, quit posting stuff without looking it up. Please, you're making yourself look like an ass. And I put it on there. I said, this is from Money Inc. magazine. How blah, 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 made her way to $3+ million. This is terrible. Christopher Proud Dem, Ahmaud Arbery. Where's that trial? Why isn't that trial on? Why is the white kid? Huh? And he shot all white people, didn't he? Ahmaud Arbery's mom sat in court while photos of her son's body with a hole blew through it by this man's clients were shown. She can damn well have any pastor she wants in the courtroom and shouldn't have to hear a word from this racist attorney about it. Did they flood that? Did they flood that courtroom with black pastors? ChipFranklin.com. National Murrow Award writing KGO host, filmmaker, pragmatist, Franklin brings irony to a medium that rarely trusts its audience to get the joke. Washington Post. If you want Paul Gosar elected officials like him to held accountable, please retweet this and follow Trending Liberal. They are doing an amazing job keeping up the pressure on lawmakers, but they can't do it alone. Let's blow them up. Okay, if you could, Mr. Chip Franklin, you're all that with the Murrow award-winning writing stuff. You forgot to put B. If you want Paul Gosar and elected officials like him to be held accountable, you dickhead, please retweet this and follow. So, Chip, I'm sorry to embarrass you with you and your fucking checkmark. That's what I hate. That's that other thing, verified. Twitter verified. You know, you got to have over like 15,000 people and be blah, 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 blah. Well, there's people that aren't verified that got over 200,000 people following them. So I just suck my dick. Twitter verification is for celebrities. Well, I'm a celebrity. Did I get verified? Hell no. Well, all right, so what? It hurts me. It hurts me. Ron Filipowski, Marge Green. Boy, I'm doing this whole show on Twitter, aren't I? Marge Green announces last night she is unvaccinated on Pelosi. She's fined me over $60,500 in mask fines. This is Marge, you know, MTG or whatever the fuck her name is. Announces last night she's unvaccinated on Pelosi. She fined me over $60,500 in mask fines. I refuse to wear a mask. I'm not vaccinated. And I will be standing up for the people across the country that refuse to get vaccinated. And then Nathalie Jacoby says, so bizarre how proud she seems not being vaccinated. She's not being vaccinated, babe. Bub. She's not being that. So, I guess I'm doing okay, huh? Yeah? This is not going up very high, is it? Did I bump it or something? No, I guess I'm all right. I don't know. Jeez. Okay, so anyway, you get your ass closer to the microphone. People be able to fucking hear your ass, right? Okay, we got a minute and a half. So anyway, she says it's unbelievable. Stuart Schnapp says, look at her entire modus operandi. Totally believable. Okay, she is a professional moron. Yes, she is. I do that with my cat. Yes, she is. Though I think it's largely an act and she enjoys being provocative and getting attention. Well, yeah. Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene or whatever the fuck your name is. You pita blah blah. Oh shit, you only have to deal with me for 30 seconds. All right, Ken Olin, he's another guy. He's got opinions are mine. He has 240,000, 8.8 followers. It doesn't say anything what he is, but he's got a Twitter verified thing. 2 people died because a minor shot them after he was driven to a protest with an assault rifle he was not legally allowed to possess. There's nothing innocent about it. Full stop. Well, that's it. I had a good time. Did you? Oh, my God. Okay, so hopefully I don't fuck up the end of this show. I did yesterday. If you watched yesterday's show, at the very end, I cut it off before the even credits played. Oh, my God. So let's get this show on the road and let's do our thing and say goodbye to these people. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to these people. No, I'm not going to grab the wrong mouse. You ever grab the wrong mouse in the dark? Ooh. Okay, play, you shit. Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's do this one now. Where's my fucking thing? All right, you guys have a good eye, and I'll have a good. Talk to you later. Be careful. Don't get that Rona and all that other shit. Yeah, we're still
gonna screw it up.
You know, that's really good stuff over there. Oh, no, I forgot to do this. Oh, my God. Here.